So you want to learn to sew and don't quite know where to start. Or maybe it's just been a bit since you've last touched a sewing machine and you need a refresher. Either way, this video is for you. I'm Carissa Delane. I am a seamstress, pattern maker, and sewing instructor. And I started this series today just because I want to cover the basics and get you started on your sewing journey. I always say that sewing machines are a little bit like cars in that they're all a little different, but they have the same basic principles. This is my sewing machine. It's a Bernina 1031. It's a bit of an older model, but it should be similar to most other Berninas and a lot of older machines as well. One thing to note though, it is a front load-in bobbin as opposed to a drop-in bobbin. That's really only going to change things though when it comes to loading the bobbin. Let's jump right in and get to know the different parts of my machine.
Starting off on the side here, we have the power cord right here at the bottom, and in the back of the machine, it's actually got a button, and that will zip the power cord right up into the machine itself. This plug here connects my foot pedal to the machine. In some other machines, the foot pedal and the power cord are connected, but mine are separated. Next up, we have the knob that actually turns the machine on. And for mine, it's got two settings. This first one here turns the machine on at normal speed, and if I flip it all the way to the top, it turns my machine on at half speed. And lastly, on the side here, we have the hand wheel. And as you'll notice, spinning this hand wheel makes my needle move up and down. If I spin the hand wheel towards me, which is counterclockwise if you're looking at it, that's going to make the machine go forwards. Looking at the top of the machine now, I've got spots for two spools of thread. This knob here adjusts the tension of the upper thread. These are for winding my bobbin, which I'll explain more in depth in a how to wind a bobbin video. And then these here are my different types of stitches. We have green stitches and red stitches. These can be changed by pushing and moving up my stitch selection lever. I still have to switch between the red and the green after this as well. Onto the front side now. With this knob, the inner portion I'm turning changes the position of my needle. Straight up and down means my needle is right in the center. The outer portion of this knob changes the width of my stitches. For instance, if I were to do a zigzag stitch, how wide I want the zigzag to be. This second knob here is my buttonhole stitch. For my machine, each part of the buttonhole is a separate selection that I have to do step by step. This lever here is my stitch length as well as my back stitch. For my machine, if you lift the lever all the way to the top, your machine will go backwards, which knots your thread. It's good to start and end every seam with a back stitch. Turning the knob changes my stitch length, and these are, I believe, in millimeters. For me personally, I find 3.5 just to be a good all-around length. And as promised, this is how I can change between my red and my green stitches. I can just turn the knob back and forth between the two and my machine will switch. The inner knob engages or disengages the feed dogs, which are the little metal bits underneath the presser foot that move your fabric forwards. You probably want them engaged unless you're doing like a special sort of darning stitch. This is a special feature that my machine has that a lot of machines can have, but it doesn't usually come with it. This is a knee pedal, so when I have this plugged in and I push my knee against it, I'm lifting the presser foot. That just saves me a little bit of time. I don't have to manually lift it, and I can easily pull my fabric from under it. My machine also has this little tabletop feature, which gives me a larger, flatter surface to work on. I can easily pop that out, and now I have a smaller surface, which is great for small curves such as armholes. In here, this is how I can access my bobbin, which yes, I can still get to when I have my tabletop feature engaged. Back behind the presser foot here, this is the manual lift for my presser foot. A lot of machines also come with some sort of little storage box like this one here, where I can store all of my extra presser feet, some bobbins, spare needles, things like that. These also attach to the back of the machine itself, and that way you have a sort of tabletop feature. It makes it a little bit bigger of a surface for you to stitch with. And if anyone wanted to see how to put the tabletop back on, it just slides in on the side here and hooks in with the little pegs.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about your sewing machine today. If you found this video helpful at all, please like and share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments what kind of sewing machine you have and if it's at all similar to mine, just so I know how better to help you as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day and happy sewing.